Hello everyone, this is me, Mike, and welcome back to my channel on Destiny. And today's episode is about this little hand cannon called Thorn. I just got it today, and as you can see, I played around with it a little bit, tried to level it up, and I'm gonna show you how to get to Thorn, how to get the exotic bounty done real quick, because it requires you to do a certain set of tasks, and the first set is pretty easy. You run around, kill some thralls. I guess, I'm not sure, but I think you start the bounty by defeating Phogoth, and then kill some thralls or some more enemies, and then there comes a part where you have to go to the Crucible and participate in the Crucible, killing guardians using void damage. Now, the problem with that is that when you kill someone, you gain score out of the 500 that you need, but when you die, you lose a portion of that. It says death will slow your progress. Now, you want to make sure that whenever you have void damage available to you, that you kill someone, right? So I started out by leveling up the one-way ticket. It's my void rocket launcher with tracking, and who's next? So increased reload speed on every cartridge because it has only one in the magazine, and it does void damage. So whenever I pick up heavy ammo in the Crucible, I want to make sure that I get all of my heavy to kill at least one guardian, right? And tracking helps with this a great big deal. Now, if you don't have a rocket launcher with tracking, you could also use a heavy machine gun, like the Aghanim's Blotham, or whatever you have available to you, which does void damage. But really, the heavy slot is probably the easiest part where you can do void damage. Now, as for my special weapon slot, I opted for the Phogoth Revenge. I also have the Swordbreaker available. But I'm not a big fan of shotguns. As you can see, it also does void damage. But from the Vault of Glass, I got the Phogoth Revenge, and I only used it in the Crucible for the Thorn bounty, and you can see it got me to past the first upgrade damage perk. It has Firefly and Feeding Frenzy and obviously the Oracle Disruptor, but this guy does void damage, and in the regular Crucible, it doesn't really matter what your gun's leveled at, because it's gonna be averaged out anyways. It's just gonna help you shoot stuff or have bigger magazine or whatever. So I have a void special weapon, and special ammo is pretty common in the Crucible. Again, I could have used the Swordbreaker, but I don't like to get close to the enemies, like really close, so shotgun's not really my thing. And then this guy helps actually the most, called Atheon's Epilogue, and it drops on the Vault of Glass raid, and it has void damage, and it is a primary. So usually you end up doing the most kills, or a significant amount of kills, with using your primary weapon. And I started leveling this up prior to participating in the Crucible, so that's why it made it all the way to the second damage upgrade, and I haven't upgraded the Oracle Disruptor just yet because I haven't used it very much outside of it. But as you can see, this configuration gives me a void type damage primary, a void type damage special weapon, and a void type damage heavy weapon. And the only kills that I score in the Crucible that are not void types are either my grenades, which I can't do anything about because there's currently no void subclass for the hunter, or my super kills. Again, there is no void type subclass for the hunter, so the only kills that I'm scoring at the Crucible are either using machines that are in the level, or my supers or grenades. Every other kill, and that's the majority of my kills, is a void damage kill. So this actually enabled me to go through the whole 500 points for the bounty in like, oh, another blow effect, in like couple of hours. So if I would have started like Saturday morning, I would have done this, like finished this Saturday afternoon. I mean, it depends on how you're performing in the Crucible, but again, with this configuration, for each time I die, if I at least kill, like get one kill with my primary, special, or heavy weapon, I'm always netting a plus. So for each time I die, I need to kill one Guardian in the Crucible, and I will finish the Thorn bounty eventually. And it really made it super easy to get this guy. That's all I wanted to show you for this video. Again, if you have all 3 weapon slots with void damage, it really helps out finishing the Thorn bounty. Oh, and then the last part to finish Xyor, the Unwed in the Phogoth raid. You probably want to have a oh yeah, I had the Murmur for the arc damage, and then I had the culling for solar. That's a good configuration because there's gonna be wizards and knights up, and the knight's gonna have arc shields and the wizard's gonna have solar shields. And then for primary you could use Visions of Confluence or another archetype damage. Primary, I don't have one, so that's why I settled for Atheon's Epilogue. But that's not like, it plays a little bit like your usual Nightfall heroic type in between activity special mission. If you like these kinds of videos, please give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more of my Destiny content, there's a subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. Make sure to click that. And I hope to see you soon. Until next time.